If you're looking for a way to build or repair credit, I have a fantastic option for you. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back and tells it like it is. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the platform Self. I'm not sure if you've heard of this one before, but they have some fantastic options for those looking to build credit. These are your younger adults, anyone 18 and over who is just starting out, who may need credit to do things such as buying a car, getting into an apartment, etc., as well as for those who are looking to rebuild their credit, anybody who has either gotten into debt or faced a hardship. Self has some fantastic ways for you to get out of debt, and that's what this video is going to be all about. I'm going to be providing a link in the description below, so by all means check out Self. You're not going to want to miss this one. Even if you have fairly good credit, you may want to look into this. It's a really good option to build your credit up even further, okay? So with that, if you're a first-time viewer, make sure to hit the subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications, and as always, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And now, let's get it going. So what exactly is Self? Self is a fantastic platform for those who are looking to build or otherwise repair credit. All right. Now, let's look at the overall credit score chart, this pie chart here, so you can see how your credit score is made up. So first of all, 30% it comes from amounts owed, 10% is the type of credit used, 10% new credit, 35% payment history, and 15% the length of credit history. Now, Self also has a chart that shows how bad credit can and will cost you if you need it for a mortgage, a credit card, auto loan, personal loan, insurance premium, or if you were applying for an apartment or possibly employment. Now, in comparison, if you look at this other chart here for those with great credit, for all of those same types of loans and applications combined, if you had great credit, you would, in other words, save $560,000, and you would be approved for the apartment and possibly the employment. So, how exactly does Self work? Well, let me explain it to you. So, first of all, you have to apply for a credit builder loan, which is basically sort of operates like a CD or a savings account, okay? Now, when you pay on that loan each month, you are paying off the loan, and you're paying it for roughly, a year to 2 years. Those are the two terms. So you can either do a 1-year option or a 2-year option. So you are going to be making your payments for 1 or 2 years, all right? Now, each payment is not only reported to all 3 credit bureaus, but also adds up to the overall pot of money that's in there that they will then release to you once it has been paid in full. So this is a pretty big deal. So if you're following me here, you are paying your monthly payment to them for only 1 to 2 years. And at the end of it, they're going to give you a large chunk of money. And during that entire time, every payment you make, they will be reporting to all 3 of the credit bureaus. This is TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. So it's a pretty awesome deal if you think about it. What I really like about it is it's sort of automatic. You don't have to think about it. Like I said, for anybody who's 18, who is just, getting into the world, who needs credit for something like an apartment application, employment application, buying a car, this is important for you, as well as for others who are older adults who are simply rebuilding credit. Even those who just aren't really in rebuilding but think they could improve their credit score, this may be a great option for you, all right? Now, here's how the 4 options play out. So first of all, we have the option number 1. So in this option, you pay a $9 administration fee, and this is the same for all 4 options. On option 1, it will cost you $25 per month for 2 years, and after 2 years, you get a lump sum of $520. In option 2, you are paying $35 a month for 2 years, and after 2 years, you get a lump sum of $724. So because you're paying him more, the amount grows in the pot, basically. Now in the 1-year options, You have the option of paying $48 per month for 1 year, and after 1 year you get $539. Or in the second 1 year option, you have the option to pay $150 per month, and at the end of that year you get $1,663. So not a bad deal at all, right? Now, here's the catch. If you miss a payment, it would be reported as a missed payment to the credit bureaus and negatively impact your credit score. So under no circumstance could you sign up for this and miss a payment, because it'll impact you negatively. Now, if you set it up on auto withdrawal, this is key. You just need to make sure you have at least, if you did the first option, up to $25 in your bank account on the day that it will go through, okay? Now, what are the qualifications? Well, the qualifications are, number one, you need to be at least 18 years old. Number two, you must be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. Number three, you must have a social security number. Number four, you must have a method of making payments. So you're going to need either a bank account, a debit card, or a prepaid card. And number five, you must live within the United States, okay? Now, Self also offers a secured Visa credit card. So I don't know if any of you have seen this, anybody who's looking to build credit. There are a lot of different companies out there that do this, that they will offer you a credit card where you essentially front the balance up front and then use it, and then later it gets reported to the credit bureaus when you pay it back. Well, Self does that as well. So unlike traditional credit cards, it requires a deposit. So anywhere between $200 and $2,000 that you will need to make before you can use it. Okay, so that is going to be your full amount here. Now, as I stated, this is basically your credit limit. All right. So after a few months of using the card responsibly, the issuer may upgrade you to traditional credit card, which allows you to get your security deposits back. So that's pretty cool. Now, the key with the credit card is to watch your credit utilization because you cannot exceed 30% of your limit, as that would negatively impact your credit score. So if you originally put in $200, that's your credit limit. You do not want to be holding over 30% of that that you owe, because that could negatively impact you. So something to be mindful of, okay? Now, this becomes available only after you have made 3 successful payments on your credit builder loan and paid at least $100 towards the overall savings in the pot, okay? So once you meet those couple terms there, along with the ones, the qualifications I read earlier about being 18, U.S. citizen, etc., then you can qualify for the credit card, okay? So now, Self also has a section on their website specializing on articles about personal finance guides, tactics and data. There's a lot of information in here that you can see by the screenshot, very helpful. I'd recommend checking that out as well. So, where do I see the benefits of Self? Well, first of all, Self is an awesome way to build credit for older kids who are just starting to use and need credit. It's kind of a no-brainer, really. I would say a lot of people, just about everybody can afford at least $25 a month. This is a no-brainer to build up your credit. It's really important. You should do that, okay? Number two, it's a fantastic way to rebuild credit automatically and mindlessly for anyone who's getting over a hardship or just got over their head in debt. So this is a really easy way to rebuild your credit score without thinking about it. I like the automatic part of it, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Number three, Self is super easy to use and set up. It takes like no time at all to get this thing going, all right? Number four, the app works great, or you can simply log in through the website. You have options. You can use either one. Both are fantastic options. Both are really easy to use. Totally love that. And number five, you can pay it off early without penalty. Now, the one catch I would say is that depending on the loan term that you go with, you may want to go with something that is a longer term, like the 2-year term, because the longer the term, the more credit reporting gets reported back to all 3 of the credit bureaus. If you took the 1-year option, you're only getting it for 1 year. But if you do the 2-year option, you're getting 2 years of them reporting to all 3 credit bureaus on how you pay your bills. And so this is something that will make your score rise significantly. So it's a pretty big deal, right? So that is it for today's video on the Self platform. Personally, I use Self. I think it's a fantastic platform. It's a great way to build credit. It makes a lot of sense to me. As I mentioned earlier, I have a link in the description below. I've been wanting to do a life hack on Self for a little while because I think it's a fantastic platform. I like to share these with you all because the more of these life hacks you know about, the further into this game you can get. And this is one of those that it's a fairly new company, but they're doing a really good thing here. I really like it. You know, even the fees and the interest, yes, there are fees, yes, there are interests that you're paying with your amount, but is it worth it? So for as little as $25 a month, you don't think about it at all. They report it to all the credit bureaus, and then at the end of the term, you get a pot of money. I can't really complain with that, you know? So I think it's a fantastic option for everybody out there who's looking to build credit. All right. So happy inauguration day to everybody out there. Hopefully the day calms down. For anybody in the crypto markets, it is a fantastic day to buy, as I think the whole market is red today. So good time to buy. Just wanted to put that out there. As always, this is Jesse with Keeping It Real. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Later.